Everyone, I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Brandon. And we're
the
Wagners.
We're a husband-wife duo who travel all around the country since 2021 for Brandon's travel nursing job.
We love hiking, car camping, new cities, and of course, the best food and drink. Along with adventure, we always look for ways to keep our travel budget-friendly.
So pack your bags and join us as we wander together. Hi everyone!
Hey!
Greetings from San Antonio, Texas. We're at the Riverwalk, which is one of the most famous things to do here. I think we'll probably only do the Riverwalk today. We got to San Antonio a few days ago, but we've been staying with a friend. And the other day we were just at an amusement park all day. So probably just the Riverwalk, but I hear it's really fun. So let's go check it out. So, fun fact, this was actually Brandon's second time at the Riverwalk, and it was my first time. I had never been there before. So he went there a few years ago, and he told me about it, and he said that I would really like it. But in my mind, I was picturing, kind of just like a small, park that had, a little, river going through it, and I was very wrong. So the San Antonio Riverwalk is actually 15 miles long, and it goes through about 5 miles of downtown San Antonio. It's kind of like below street level, so you park up on the street and then you walk down the stairs, and it is just so many different pathways. There's different sides of the river, so you have to use little bridges to get from one side to the other, and it's just shops and restaurants for miles all down this walk. And it's so pretty. They did a really great job with the art features and the water features, and everything down there is just super cute. Especially when we were there at night. I've never been to Italy, but it gave me Italian vibes, just the little styles that they had for the architecture and the apartments and the buildings around. It was really fun. Definitely something that we did that I would recommend is one of the river cruises. They're pretty cheap. They're only $9 a person, and you can get in a little boat, and that will ride you through all the canals, and they'll give you some history about the Riverwalk, and it's just really fun, and it's a great way to see the whole Riverwalk without having to walk the whole thing, because it's really big. They have those big yard, not yard, but the foot drinks that you can get, the frozen margaritas. Be careful with them because they're stronger than you think, but they're very good. It's a great way to just kind of get some history. So on my tour, I found out that part of the Riverwalk is natural, and then they kind of expanded it so that it is more man-made, and they could put more stuff there. But I would definitely recommend doing the Riverwalk. It's really fun. We went to this really good Irish pub down there, but there's lots of different restaurants, bars, ice cream, anything you could want pretty much is along the Riverwalk. So it's just a great way to spend an afternoon, see the city, and have a great time. Also, for any of my early 2000s rom-com fans, you might notice that this area looks a little familiar. So this is part of Miss Congeniality, one of my all-time favorite early 2000s rom-coms, starring Sandra Bullock. So you'll especially recognize from the swimsuit preliminary there at the Riverwalk. It's part of the background there, and then there's also just some general shots from the Riverwalk, as it's doing some establishing shots, when they first get into San Antonio. So if it looks familiar, that would be why. Also, sidebar, if you haven't seen this movie yet, you definitely should. This has nothing to do with Texas or travel, but it's just hilarious, and you should absolutely watch it. So good news, we were able to get off the Riverwalk for a little bit and see a little bit more of the city. So we actually walked from the Riverwalk to the Alamo, since that's the other big thing to do in Texas. So the walk over was really nice, just to see the different parts of the city. Definitely a lot of cowboy, themed apparel and shops. And we saw this one shop that had so much taxidermy. It was a little creepy, but that's okay. Still cool. And then at the Alamo, I'm not gonna pretend that I know a lot about this, but from my basic Google search, the Battle of the Alamo was essentially part of the Battle of Independence of Texas from Mexico, if you didn't know that, like I didn't. But that is still here, so you can see like the original structures, and essentially this area was just like taking control. And if you ever have heard about Davy Crockett, he was one of the heroes of this battle. So it's just like a memorial for that battle, and you can still go in and see how it's set up and learn about the battle. Do better than I did, but it's cool to check out. There's not too much to do there, but it's free, so can't beat that. And that pretty much wraps up our day in San Antonio. San Antonio is actually one of my favorite cities that we went to in Texas, so make sure you check it out. If this is your first trip with us, please make sure it is not your last. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can come with us next time. Special shout out to my friend Annette for letting us stay with her and explore the city, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!